That's right, kids. My friend, the engine swap master. Well, I don't know if I'd call him the engine swap master. The engine swap guy, Johnny. He wants to do another engine swap. And he's doing it with one of my past rebuilds. So, if you remember a while back, I rebuilt a red Mini Cooper. Now, this was before I was even doing paint jobs. I put a Cooper S hood on it and a bunch of other things and rebuilt it cheaply. Sold it to somebody locally. That person hit a cow, wrecked it again. Johnny bought it off of him really cheap and has since put three different engines. I think he's had 3 different engines in it, or it was 3 different transmissions. I don't know. He's went from the stock engine to turboing it to then a Cooper S engine, the 6-speed. He blew it up. He's been turboing these engines and blowing them up. Well, he decided he wanted to, and now this is his thing. He likes to put JDM engines and stuff. So he has a 240 SX with a RB25 DET engine in it, a Skyline motor. And then he also has the Ford Maverick now with an SR20 in it. He did blow that up again and rebuild it. I think it's running again. I can't remember. I don't know if it's running again or not. But he has 2 Mini Coopers now. One's a shell, and the other one is the red one. The red one's in really good shape. He wanted to put an SR20 in it, and he was looking at JDM engines, and I was like, Johnny, why do you keep putting these JDM engines in these cars? And when you can't get parts for them, they're hard to get parts for. So why don't you get something that parts are readily available for? I said, heck, I can probably find you a whole car with an engine. I did him one better. There's one very close to here. I found him a car with an engine, doesn't run, but it cranks over, so we think it might still run, with a whole nother spare motor that's coming with it. It's a manual transmission, and if he can make it fit, this is going to be a really awesome rebuild. And I think today we're going to get this car, possibly, we're going to get this car, get it loaded up on my trailer, bring it here, and I think we're going to try to get the original engine in it to run. Don't quote me on that, but I think we're going to try to. If we can't get it to run, that's fine. There's a whole nother engine, but we have a suspicion that the engine in it might run because it died on them one day and it still cranks over, but it didn't start. So we're getting it cheap plus another motor. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna run through it.
You should.
I didn't tell him what this car is. How much is it?
$1,500 bucks.
$1,500. I think we can get it for less.
We'll try.
1,200 maybe. I think we can get it for less. All right.
We're gonna try to pick this engine up by hand, and we're gonna put it in the.
Oh, you need the. Yeah, well, I thought we were gonna load the crane up.
Okay, it's in that.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go look at some of these cars because we have time. Oh, she's looking good. Look at this. Look at this. He just built this garage not that long ago.
I got furniture.
So this is leaving.
Going away.
Going away. He gave it away, I think.
Pretty much.
Is that running now?
It does run.
Okay. He blew it up. It's running again. SR20, Ford Maverick. Why anybody would do that, I don't know.
Because it can.
Yeah, okay. And then we got, everybody remembers this. And it's been through how many engines now?
2.
2 engines, 3 transmissions. Right?
2 transmissions.
2, okay, 2 and 2.
Yep.
But he built all that himself.
It's an R53 short block, and everything else is R50. Everything's custom with the turbo.
Man, I don't know if that engine's gonna fit in there. Ah, it should. That's wider than it looks.
Yeah, it's wider. It's
engine, transmission. I don't know. I didn't say what it is yet. And then here's his shell. It's an engine crane right now.
It's my mock-up for the turbo kit.
Yeah. And then here's the. How did this thing even get dirty?
It's an RB20 240.
And then that's not his, but he's been working on it for.
That's a 2004 Mustang
Yeah.
with SN95 motorsport.
An old 5.0 What, Fox body engine?
That's a 95, mid-90s.
I don't know.
Mid-90s.
It's a Ford. Mid-90s and a 2004. And it's an automatic, and you fought with the transmission for...
It's automatic or electronic. So
Isn't it finished now?
It does run and drive, yeah.
Why is it still here?
We were pulling it out and putting twin turbos on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Didn't you just get rid of that thing? Cranker! So, we come to find out this is an LKQ motor that he got. It was completely wrapped up, and he never used it. He got it to put in here, and it's got like 90,000 miles on it. Look at the condition of this. I don't think he did bad, honestly.
I think it's worth the investment.
Do you think that'll fit in a Mini? It actually don't. It looks like it'll fit, no problem.
Yes.
That will. It's a transmission that might be a
fit.
problem. Doing good, sweetie. You're doing good. What if I break this mirror off when I push it? You're gonna hit the motor.
And I'll go back up.
That's a big curve we gotta go over. Watch your door. You might have to get in. Okay. Wait a minute. You want to back up and get a run? Back up and you get in it. Well, we'll get a run and then you jump in and I'll push.
Why don't we hook a jump box up to the old window there?
Why don't you just start it and drive it in?
We could.
All right. Now,
Ready?
are you gonna get in? Oh. You gonna steer it? I'm gonna get behind it. And we're gonna get a run at it. I got it. I got it. That was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be. Wow. Look at me go. My shoes were falling off. For reference, those VQ motors, okay, let me catch my breath. They're not that big. And that's how it would bolt in, like that. The transmission off the side. Not a lot of room, like it doesn't take up a lot. Front to back, a little bit more, but if you've got a 350Z manifold, this would all be right here, and it comes out on this side into the front. Oh, you got your prop rod in there. Pretty nice. We're gonna get this thing running. I don't think this thing's dead. I don't think it's dead. He said it started sputtering and then it shut off. I think fuel pump died. That's my guess. But he bought a motor because he thought the motor died. He says still cranks over. We're gonna find out. Itself, it's really not worth saving. So this is the perfect car to use for putting in a Mini. Plus, what probably use this engine for the Mini, since it's low mileage and it's clean, we can use this one for mock fit. But if he gets it running, then he can also build this motor. So you have two. Pretty awesome. But if you look at it, I mean, it got brand new tires on it the whole way around. Dents, rust holes. We're not, it's crunchy. It's like a potato chip. A new one.
I bought a new one.
Dude, it's almost identical to the one I have in my truck right now, but it's a different brand. It looks just like it.
They're all the same.
Is it charged?
What?
Good advertisement for 84%. I don't know if it's going to do it. We're going to go ahead and crank it and see what happens. It's been sitting for 2 years. The fuel pump runs. The fuel pump just cranked out. I just heard it run. These things only power for so long. Yeah. You only have so long to do it. It might be blown. It's down 25% now.
It sucked that up.
Mm-hmm. You want me to grab mine?
If you want.
It didn't sound good.
It like a massive exhaust leak.
Yeah, well, it also sounded like a screech. Like
it was sitting for 3 years.
Yeah, this motor might be dead. That dude down there, he just came up to the side of my truck. He did he went like this, wave at me. I rolled my window down. He says, "Excuse me, sir, is your name Himes?" I was like, "Nope." He goes, "Okay, thank you." He kept walking. Yep, he's going. If you're wondering, that's Johnny Himes. That's who that is. I just saved him. He was coming to see if you needed some help.
Where's the...
Now, hold on a second. I gotta boost it. I don't remember how. There. Maybe we'll try it again. It sounds like spark plugs are out. It's also got a nice screech, and it's blowing smoke out the exhaust. Let's go smell that. It smells like oil. That took me down to 85%.
Will it boost it again?
Yeah.
Without trying to start it?
Yeah, but it only boosts for so long.
That's fine.
It appears we're a little optimistic.
Way too long.
He's like, "I guarantee you this thing runs." I was like, "Me too." I was like, "Yeah." I think it will run.
I think it will too.
I don't think it's going to sound good at all. It sounds like spark plugs fell out. So it definitely doesn't sound healthy. I took the engine cover off. We were looking for holes or spark. It sounds like it's pumping air out, like one of the spark plugs is gone. But you know what? Since there's so much oil up front here, I ought to pull these coils, make sure they didn't just pull spark plug out and just throw a coil back in.
It could be.
I mean, they ain't going to do the back ones. I know that, but I'll check the front ones. Had to take the battery out because it's completely shot. It's not even showing a circuit. We couldn't even charge it. So he had an Optima laying around because rich folks. And then We put a charger on it so it has some power, and he's going to check the historical codes to see what's going on there. Is it gummed up?
No, it looks fairly clean.
Oh, inside of there looks clean.
Yeah, this whole...
That don't.
That looks disgusting.
That looks, yeah. The backside of it's clean. That's what matters. There we go. Well, you know what? Try to start her again. Why not? I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen?
Blows up.
I mean, it's already. I think it's already blown up. I don't know though. I don't know. It's a healthy amount of oil on that front valve cover. Rust proofing. Let me boost this.
Should catch my other thing on fire.
It's up to 15 volts.
Ready?
All right. She's done. She's done. That's done. Huh? That's a rod. Hey, we got it to run. That was the goal. Look at the smoke coming out of that thing. Is that oil? Yeah. It smells like a two-stroke. It smells like a two-stroke. Okay, so he was right. It needed an engine. Still, no harm, no foul right there. You got a low mileage engine right there. You got one for mock-up. You know it runs. So there's no reason that you need to put this engine in here to see, unless you want to check it.
I'll do a compression test out in the ground.
Mm-hmm. Depending on how bad it is, you may need to clean the cats. Depends if there's like chunks of rod on top of it.
Yeah.
Chunks of piston on top of it. Hey, the mystery's solved.
Yeah, it's definitely blown.
It's blown, for sure. You know, you can go ahead and pull the motor out. Well, you don't have to pull the motor out. You need the transmission.
You might as well pull the motor out.
Yeah, that's true.
But what's nice is
you can use that motor to mock it up. You don't have to.
I don't care.
Yeah.
So everything's coming out like there's no.
Hey, you got a free strut bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of good parts. And then LKQ, they don't go the extra mile, so he got 3 good coils on this side. And I'm fairly certain the coils I have are the same off that Murano. I have 6 coils at the house that are good. Right. If you want some good coils, because I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
I'll pull that all apart.
And possibly a better clutch. I don't know. We don't know what kind of... That looks like it's stock.
It probably is.
Yeah. But it depends whether this clutch will work with a 5-speed.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Once I get this all out.
That's the downfall of this. Somewhere along the lines when this guy bought this, it had a 5-speed in it, and no SCR is a 5-speed. So somewhere along the line, somebody must have messed up the 6-speed, threw 5-speed in it. Which, I mean, it still works, but I think we ought to take it for a drive.
No.
Ooh. I keep backfiring.
Something fell out down here. Bottom of something blew out.
Yeah. I think it was my bottom. The hardest part about all this is going to be where the axles... Oh. If you look at it, where the axles line up on it, they line up with this.
Okay.
Which puts it... I guess that's the very back of the engine. It's kind of lined up with the very back of the engine. No, it's not. It's right here.
Yeah. $20 inches.
20 inches from... Okay, let's go look at the Mini. We might as well just look at the green one. Gives you more room. This is a new shop. No work gets done in here.
No work gets done here.
There's his boyfriend right there.
Bob.
Yeah. So you need 20-inch. Ooh, that puts you right out the bumper.
Here's the crash bar.
Huh?
That's a crash bar.
Right at the crash bar. Which means you have to push your radiator forward.
Yeah, everybody wants to go forward. Radiator now.
If you notch, well, you'd have to do something with the grill, but if you notch the bumper, you might be able to fit it in there.
Oh, I'm sure it could. I have to notch the crash bar. Crash bar's right in front of me. Yeah, so I'll cut to here and then cut straight across.
Just put a bar. Cut a hole in the bumper, run a bar, a straight
Make a
bar
crash
out,
bar. Make a crash
across
bar
the front.
That's something up. Yeah, we're good.
It's the width now. Well, it's too bad the mounts are cast aluminum.
33 inches.
There's a lot of room there. It's just shocking that this might actually work.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking. Front of the engine's where? Right where that cover. Oh,
Hit my head right here. That's the edge of the cover. Oh, that's about the same width as a.
We'll hit the actual. It's 2 inches wider to the rails. But 33 is right here.
Which is just the transmission.
Right. So what may end up happening is I might have to notch the frame rail on this side so the transmission slides underneath.
You could notch it and build a arch.
Yeah. We do when they do the Hondas. They do that. They plate it. I'm good with that.
I think it'll work.
I think it will too.
In fact, that mount even looks like it's about right placement.
What's also nice about this is this leans up over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess. That mount looks about the same location.
It's on the Mini.
Yeah.
It'll be close, yeah. That might work. Well, no, let me rephrase that. It's going to work.
He wants to have this done for Carlisle, in Port Carlisle.
I got 4 months.
4 weeks. Yeah, no. 4 months. Yeah. There's a lot going on in there.
Well, here's the thing. Right here's. I think that should go. Where's the end of that motor again?
Oh. Yeah, right there.
Perfect. That actually gives me almost an inch to play with.
That's where the mount's at.
The mount's back here.
Yeah.
The rest of everything else is underneath. The mount's the only thing that's up with the rail.
Oh yeah, you can go right under it. Now the depth.
I didn't think of that.
Well, you could lose a lot of depth if you probably went for the 350 manifold.
Yeah, it's true.
But it depends.
It's all on how the axles line up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, I gotta put a hood scoop on.
Well, what I'm looking at is your intake going to be into the firewall?
No, not even close.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, actually, the way that because it sits forward in the Mini,
Yeah.
I got like this much room behind the engine. The engine's actually going to sit forward. There's going to be a hole back here.
For the turbo.
Twins.
I'm going to try to keep up with you on it, but I mean, I don't know if you're going to do YouTube videos.
I got to get through something.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we got it to run. So mission accomplished. Mission accomplished.
Rod knock, yeah.
Yeah. Heck of a rod knock. All right. See you, Johnny. Yep. So that was fun. That was a fun adventure. I don't know why he does what he does, but that's his thing. That's what he likes to do. I had to take my trailer back. Well, that's going to be the end of this video. So if you guys like this video, smash that like button. Consider subscribing. If you want to follow that build, follow Johnny. I'll try to link him here somewhere. That dislike button if your mom wants me to shove something that's too big for her engine bay in there. And we'll see you on the next episode on Red. Look at all my sleepy babies. Oh, you sleepy? You're so sweet. Right now, this moment. Stew Bean, you see me? Yeah. Do you know that Stew Man's 10 years old? You're in good shape. Yeah, Stew Man, you're in good shape. 10-year-old man. That makes Miss Stella 9 years old. Yes, got you a year after. You're 9 years old. Old girl. Butthead, you're 2 years old, just like your brother. Don't you make a fist at me. You gonna hit me? You wanna say bye-bye? No? Bye-bye. Give me my handbag.